8 points first wins. And timeout's different as well. Oh, and there's a follow jam that did not go down.
Viktor Lakhin stepping in to challenge that.
Yeah, Lakhin. Almost as nasty as Jonathan Pierre's dunk we had earlier tonight from Belmont. Lakhin, top of the key, 3 balls, money. So you have Norfolk Sports Club with this 7-point lead, can dig in again defensively to try to push it back into double digits. There's a block from Lakhin. That'll help in that effort. Ball moved around the perimeter. Here's Lakhin trying to attack off the bounce and scores it against Ballo. Portsmouth Partnership trailing this one 60-51, and there's a perimeter jumper that won't go down. Lakhin with another rebound for the guys in white for Norfolk Sports Club. Still effort in getting you some statistics that we'll pass along when we have them available to us. Top of the key, here's a 3 for Lakhin. It's drained.
There's some teams out here at every level, both internationally, and he's going to get some looks. He's definitely going to get some looks. He can shoot it.
36 points back on January 10th against the Florida Gators, who went on to win the national championship. There's Viktor Lakhin. Joplin wearing 23. He from Marquette, a 6'8" forward, and Daniel Bacho rounding up the starting 5, number 24, 6'11" center from Louisiana Tech out of Paris, France. Early rejection inside. And now a 4-point deficit for Norfolk Sports Club with Lakhin trying to attack against Bacho, and there will be a whistle. But the thing, again, that jumped at us, we talked about it during break. I don't know if our audience was able to catch it since we were during break, but he had just 1 turnover in 24 minutes yesterday. Saw their season come to an end against the Monarchs, 61-56 in the 4th round of the Sun Belt Tournament down in Pensacola back on March 7th. There's Viktor Lakhin, count it, plus the harm. 65-55. Lakhin's got it up top. Trying to spin his way against the defender. And Gasson, and how about Viktor Lakhin? Showing the full package now.
And he just does the simple stuff so well. He puts it one dribble, pull up. He gets the space that he wants, and he knocks him down.
Speak on that a little bit, David, because we watched Lakhin back down here and shoot it over.
Nice little
Sanders.
jump hook.
There's a step-back jumper. Bates had it partially blocked. Degenhart stays with it. We got ourselves a good finish here in store. Lakhin again. Remember that from the 92 finals with the Chicago Bulls and Portland Trailblazers. Davon Smith with a one-handed pass to Viktor Lakhin. It was a dangerous one, but on point, and Lakhin follows. Cam Carter has the basketball. Of course, Sampson used to coach at both Oklahoma and Indiana before he landed in Houston's first hoop for him, and he had a heck of a night in the second half, really spearing the comeback. They were down 23, took a lead. He had 22 points. Ty Johnson with 19. So watch the tip in there. Was the Summit League Player of the Year in 2024 at South Dakota State for the Jackrabbits. He's known to knock down some threes during his college career, both with the Jackrabbits and the Jayhawks. To the left, jumper is going to be off the back end of the iron. Battle for and won by Davon Smith. Davon Smith started off at Utah and then transferred to St. John's. Flashing through, it's Gasson, loses it. Degenhart got it. Up ahead to Carter. Maintains the dribble. Over to Tamar Bates. He's doubled. What a pass and a flush from Lakhin. Great play at both ends. Through Cleveland. It's almost reminiscent to me that the growth spurt that Dorian Finney-Smith, who now plays for the LA Lakers, had when he was in high school here. Problematic at all. Reynolds over to Carter. Little jab maneuver. Lakhin. 10-point lead suddenly. Oh. It's a 21-point popping out to 3. So just like that, Sales Systems goes back in front by 2.
He has, and he has really, I think, opened the eyes to a lot of overseas people who have maybe not knew what they were in for.
You can run into some tired legs in the second half of these games, and some players with the conditioning. If you don't stay sharp when your college season ends, it can expose you to a degree. There's a nice dump off from Viktor Lakhin. Florida and Houston, Auburn, and Duke. But just a couple years ago, there were some surprises like San Diego State. Degenhart's got it. Trying to drive it on Roberts. Ball's moved. Good movement and a good 3-ball there.
Lakhin really dominating this third quarter.
It's a top 10 play from the evening. Long 3, no good, and Lakhin gets the board. Straight away 3-ball. There's so many guys that are 7'1", 265 pounds walking the face of the earth. Here's a three-point shot from the wing, and it's going to be drained. House of Fire, they were number 1 in the country. They beat North Carolina in a wild game early in the season, but then they hit that rocky patch middle of the season and just had a hard time recovering it in a very rugged Big 12 that Houston was the dominant team in. There's a steal. Ball's loose on a steal here. On the move, Cam Carter. So there's that putback after the first one did not go. 33-28. Ball's loose on the steal. Lakhin got it. Here's Poplar as they'll try to slow things down. Maybe a 2-for-1 chance, although Lakhin has other ideas. He gets the steal, 2-on-1 chance. Up ahead to Huntley, who finishes up the alley-oop.
A good catch and gather there, just doing the simple things well.
Getting him off his feet and Lakhin, but 3 games for the kids in attendance. They can go up to a player before, after the game, get the autograph, and it's not like if you go sometimes to different sporting events. Ace Baldwin trying to bounce it in. Osobor kicks it out. Osobor backing down against Lakhin. Ball's loose. Gets it back.
Great defense.
That was outstanding defense there. Parts of the second quarter, and then we hit almost the sloppy AAU style of action we watched for about 4, 5, 6 trips there, as you just highlighted. Now underneath, and that's not to disparage AAU as much as there are sometimes, which he's been outspoken about. It also affects the foul count situation. When you get to, you get in a half of an NCAA tournament game and a team gets in that bonus early with 17 fouls, 1-and-1 or 10 plays, like you said, Daniel. I mean, he is a factor. Lakhin now going up to check Osobor. About 12 to 14 feet away from the rim. Now he's getting closer in. Osobor spins back as the shot clock sounds. Offensive rebound in the...
Some guards who can really get out and go and push the tempo.
Kick it out opposite side to Ace Baldwin. Now Ballo trying to back down the smaller Bates. 7-1 against 6'5", and the 7-1 starting to find his groove here. Spent 3 years at Northeastern before the last 2 at Butler, did he? Little pump maneuver. Zeke Mayo getting it underneath, and now Kansas State made 94 threes in 2 years there and concluded with LSU. Had some big moments there, though they didn't make the NCAA tournament. Led a dramatic win over Oklahoma, had a big win over, played in the NBA.
Spent some time overseas, played for Fenerbahce in the EuroLeague in Turkey.
Yeah, he's beloved here in the 757 area code. To beat the shot clock, the shot will not go down. 10 on the shot clock. Sanders has got it. He'll try a step back 3, and that one doesn't graze any iron. They swing it. Poplar trying to attack, fall away as the horn sounds, won't go, and Lakhin gets the rebound. Here's the deep one for Davis. Quick trigger off the mark. Jonell Davis has got it in the corner to Poplar. Pump fake, getting the defender to fly by, and he rises up, can't get the jumper to go. Rebounded by Lakhin. 2 more games to follow on this Thursday, as the three-point shot's going to be short for David Joplin. With conference realignment, and we see it on a bigger scale with some of these schools in the Big Ten. You mentioned Maryland, but you got West Coast schools like tight with...
Right, 6-point game with 3 minutes and change.
This is clutch time as we're getting to the 2-minute mark, where it can be anybody's ball game after it was 82. Huntley loses it. Sanders comes up with the steal.